Alright, I could feel my words for rant dropping a little there, so I had some chocolates. It didn't pick me up. Chocolate. Anyways, Rexar has his Blink Dagger, not much else on him. I'm just checking out the farm on some of these heroes. So I'm just Spirit doesn't have their treads yet. Venomancer doesn't have his treads. And Venomancer's kind of like Vanguards. That's the build I've been seeing on them. The real carries, Kunkka's got his Claymore, probably into a Lothar's, although it could be Battle Fury, but I would think it'll be a Lothar's. And the Drow has picked up her treads and her Helm of the Dominator at the 16-minute mark. Fairly typical farm for her, I'd say. Nothing too exceptional. We can look for start abusing the Dominator to get Imba creeps to do some Imba stacking, or just for the damage buff, etc. And on the Scourge side of things, the Tidehunters pick up an Inner Shadows, which is a great way to keep your health up if you're a ganking type of hero. And Nevermore's working on a BKB. I'm not sure how close he is. I'll have to check his gold. Actually, he's pretty close. He's about 1,000 gold away from it. The Witch Doctor has a Netherazim Buckler. I don't even know what the hell that thing's called without reading it. All I know is it builds up to a Mechanism, which is a great item for a support hero. Centaur with a Ring of Health, presumably working on a Vanguard. Kunkka just laying waste creeps down bottom while his teammates are jungling it up, so he needn't worry about a gank because his entire team is in the woods. Right there. And a bit of a lull in the action as Scourge forms up to push a tower, and I've decided to start casting in song. No, I haven't, because I can't sing. Thank goodness I didn't decide to do that, because that would have been foolish. Oh, goodness, no. Windrunner got caught out of position. I mentioned that the whole team was in the farm, but then I failed to notice that Windrunner's in that lane dying terribly. I didn't see her on the minimap. I didn't see her die. She didn't see it either. Didn't work out well for her. 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes, count them 4. 4 heroes plus 1 tower equals 4 heroes plus 0 towers 30 seconds later. Not even 30 seconds, more like 10 seconds. This tower is not long to live. A rune comes down. Tidehunters probably going to walk in and ult any moment now. Broom. It's kind of a fail ult, only gets Kunkka because the other one's backed off. However, Kunkka gets ulted by the Nevermore. He goes down. Nevermore is chasing the Drow, who's in a bit of trouble because Nevermore has Blink and Centaur is not too far off. Oh, Nevermore even has Haste Rune. And stun in from the Witch Doctor, and down goes the Drow Ranger. And there's still 2 heroes trying to run away on the bottom, which could be in a bit of trouble if they're spotted, but I don't think they're going to be spotted. They're going to get away. However, if the Scourge had known they were there, they might have got him for the kill, because Centaur and Nevermore both the Blink Towers. However, they see this Rexar middle, who's in a lot of trouble. Rexar, what are you doing? You've got a Blink Tower too. You better blink the heck away from there, because you're getting die in a second. Windrunner is fine. He's got a Scouting Hawk to give him a bit of sight behind while he goes to farm some neutrals, or maybe he's just going to go top lane, run. No, he's probably fine. He's got a scout to make sure he doesn't get surprise ganked. And who's this? This is Roshan. Hello, Roshan. Do you have an Aegis for us? Yes, you do have an Aegis for us. Would you like to give us your Aegis? Well, yes. Give us your Aegis. Who's getting the Aegis? Is it Tidehunter? No. Is it Nevermore? Probably. Is it Witch Doctor? No. Is it Windrunner? Probably not. I'm saying Nevermore. Nevermore likes the Aegis. Nevermore is probably like one of the biggest Aegis hogs in the game. It seems like he always gets the Aegis. He says, num. I am paper uber DPS hero. Give me Aegis. I use my raises, waste my mana, die, come back, full health, more raises, num, dead enemy team. The other fantastic Aegis hero is Storm's here, who's the Raffle. Oh no more mana, so I die. That's unfortunate. Aegis, time for more Raffle. But in any event, Sentinel really needs to pick up their pushing. They were trying to push bottom. They failed miserably. The tower's 11 health. Scourge just to deny it, because sometimes it's better to not deny the tower, to not give the enemy the gold. Because keep in mind, even if you deny it, they still get the gold. Whereas they don't deny it right now. They don't have the gold yet. But the Scourge should really just pop in and backdoor that tower one hit it. I'm not sure if that's against the rules or not. I mean, usually people say backdoor is legal, but tower's 11 hit points. When I play games that don't survive for long, I say, num, I want tower gold. But in an event, so we have a bit of a clash happening potentially. This Nevermore might have a gank show up on him, and he does have support to turn it into it could definitely be a turnaround. And Rexar might die. No, Rexar's fine. So they're not going for this Nevermore. Venomancer has a ward, which spots the 2 supports in the woods. And bottom lane, we have a Kunkka free farming, and Kunkka is a pretty fast free farmer. Fast in the sense that he clears the waves fast, as opposed to a hero like Drow, who might just wait the last hit hero, loser, anything. He's just kind of like, bam, creep wave dead. A bit like Medusa. Although Kunkka's better at it early, whereas Medusa's better at it late. In any event, we have Rexar with an Illusion Rune, or a Manta Style. No, that's an Illusion Rune. Rexar wouldn't get Manta Style. I was just trying to trick you to see if you would believe me. Is pushing mid alone. Actually, no, Pink is with him. However, Scourge is pushing top/bot, top. It really depends on your perspective. But I guess everyone would say it's top because people think of things from the Sentinel perspective because they're all Sentinel type favoring people, and we have mid tower, we have 2 towers. It's like the Lord of the Rings, except not at all like the Lord of the Rings, it's just that there are 2 towers. And 1 tower goes down, I guess that Saruman gets owned first, and then is Sauron going to get owned second? Sauron, your tower's not doing good. Oh, there goes Sauron's tower. So Saruman and Sauron, they really should have protected their 2 towers better. Instead, they just, they both died. Maybe if they had hired better orcs, their towers would not have died. And Windrunner, you can Windrun, however, Windrun will only get you so far, and actually, it got her from about here to about there. Windrun brought her about a centimeter. So, unfortunate for her. Witch Doctor is being hit by the Venomancer, slowing Majigger, Venomous, I don't know, Venomous Gale, something like that, and that's her all. Poison Sting. But, oh, she's in a lot of trouble, actually. Her creeps all, oh my goodness, Venomancer, what are you doing? Venomancer just gets totally owned by the Witch Doctor, and Witch Doctor might even own Vengeful Spear, because he's level 13, and she's only level 7, so they're both supportive, but Witch Doctor is definitely the stronger support. However, Kunkka's here now. However, bounce, 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 bounce. Thank God Rexar's here to save their butts. Witch Doctor's screwed now that Rexar's pig's on him. Actually, no! The pig gets hit by one of Witch Doctor's Imba cask bounces. And Witch Doctor is just a freaking madman. Witch Doctor pulls off a double kill against, like, the entire Sentinel team and gets away with his life. That is Imba play from the Witch Doctor with, like, no items. It was just his level and his play and his creeps. He had a huge creep wave, and Venomancer, I have to say, she's screwed up. She let the creeps, nom nom her. Witch Doctor is, that was just totally baller. I love that little bit of action from the Witch Doctor. And, actually, Witch Doctor's high levels prompt me to check out the level of the players in general. We have, level 9, 13, 7, 13, 14 on the Sentinel, 17, 13, 13, 13, 13 on the Scourge. So the Scourge is way out-leveling the Sentinel, in particular the support heroes. Their lowest level is 13, whereas the Sentinel has a level 7 and a level 9. So Scourge is a really big level advantage right now. Actually, while I'm talking about advantages, I may as well be a bit more complete since it's the 23-minute mark. I don't know if I mentioned creep stats for a while. Venomancer's brought herself up to 34. The Vengeful Spirit's still low, so Venomancer kind of likes to get a few creep kills so she can farm herself up a Aghanim Scepter and or Vanguard. The Aghanim Scepter really makes her more useful. However, Venomancer, you really want her for her ultimate, so you really want her to be level 11. An underleveled Venomancer at this point, like, underleveled at the start is okay, however, you kind of want her to catch up a bit so she can get that level 11 ult in. And we're not going to see her level 11 ult for a while, so she's not going to contribute as much as Venomancers have done in some other games. Rexar, he was doing well against the Nevermore before, but now he's at 99 against the 114 from the Nevermore. Nevermore, you can beat him for a while, but usually, even if you beat him for a while, he will pull ahead with his Imba raises. The Kunkka 81, comparable to, I guess, the Centaur, who's at 69. But the Centaur has his Blink Dagger and his Vanguard, so the Centaur is pretty much content with what he has. Blink Dagger, Vanguard, that's a lot for a Centaur. He can be very effective just with those items there. The Witch Doctor has nothing, but that doesn't stop him from getting double kills. The Witch Doctor is actually 6-0 and 14, which is hilarious. The Tide Hunter has his urn and not much else. Actually, he's 2,000 gold. I'm not sure what he's saving for exactly. The Nevermore, last I checked, I remember I said the Nevermore is almost as BKB. Now he's still almost as BKB. He's at 5,000 gold. Is he saving up for a Rapier? Why hasn't he finished his BKB yet? In any event, he's going to be giving that to himself any moment now. Maybe he's just going to spend that 5,000 gold on a Manta and get that instead right now. I'll have to pay attention to that. And the Windrunner has bought an Ultimate Orb, so again, I say, if that's a Battle Fury, I will eat my hat. And the hero kill count is 11 to 26 in the Scourge's favor, and the tower kill count is, I see, 1, 2, 3, 4 dead Scourge towers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so the Scourge is up 1 tower. So Scourge has a definite advantage at this point, and further to that, their late game is about equal. The Sentinel does have the Drow, who's probably the best late game hero in the game, but the Scourge is a very respectable Windrunner and Nevermore, or not Nevermore, but excuse me, oh yeah, Nevermore, Windrunner and Nevermore, who both do well. I wouldn't say either of them are as good as Drow per se, but actually, you know what, I will say Windrunner is as good as Drow. I love Windrunner. I'm gonna just be a Windrunner fanboy right now, because Windrunner is my absolute favorite hero in the game, and Nevermore is a double damage rune. He just walks right by 2 Sentinel heroes, unfortunately for him, and now he's going to get pincered, because there are 2 Sentinel heroes in behind, and they're walking into the other 3 in the front, so this could be bad for him. He does have double damage rune. However, Witch Doctor gets ulted by Rexar, and hit by Nevermore's whatchamacallit, so he goes down. Now Nevermore in a lot of trouble. Nevermore's going to go down. He does have Aegis, so he might blink out. We'll see if he can, I'm pretty sure he's blinked out. We'll see if he can blink. Blink, blink, blink. No, he's not going to blink. He's going to ult. And he gets off his ult tower, Venge swaps him. He still has his ult. He dies. Centaur's in a lot of trouble. Centaur goes down. Oh my goodness, that's 3 kills, I think, for the Scourge hero, uncontested. And all because Sentinel didn't know there were 2 heroes right here. That's why that happened. If Sentinel had spotted those 2 heroes right there, that would have worked out much differently. So, you can see how vision can be a huge thing. Just if they had a ward here, which is a somewhat common ward spot, more so a common ward spot for the Sentinel, I guess, but that lack of vision kicked their butt. Knowing is half the battle. And actually, in Dota, knowing is almost the entire battle. Well, that's not true, but yes, that's a good saying for Dota. Knowing is half the battle. I think that's from Captain Planet. Who knows? I make some terrible nerdy reference. But it's applicable. Knowledge is power. If you know where the enemy is, you position yourself. It's like, I could pull out some Sun Tzu Art of War quote, but I don't know the best one. I know a few, but none that's particularly important in this situation. About positioning and the field and so on and so forth. But in any event, Sentinel is not going to try and push the tower. They're backing off, which is probably a good idea, since even though they just picked up 3 hero kills, I definitely don't think they have enough of an advantage to try and push the tower. With this Tide Hunter, he'd just ult you and laugh at you, and then Centaur would stun you, and Witch Doctor would be like bounce, 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 and Ilaria would be like pew, pew, pew. So one thing I want to say about Ilaria picking up the Lincolns, it's a good item for her, but Lincolns is a very defensive item. It's not going to allow her to do any DPS, really. The Sentinel doesn't have much for DPS. Really, they don't have anyone for DPS. They're all about spells. Nevermore is raising his ultimate. He doesn't have the items for his right-click power yet. And neither does Ilaria, and neither does Centaur. None of them are right-click heroes yet. And I say yet because Nevermore just picked up his Yasha, and once Nevermore has his Manta, I'd say he's a right-click hero. But now he's still mainly a blink ult raise kind of hero. A spell damage hero, more so than a physical DPSer. I'm not sure what Ilaria will pick up next. Maybe a Sheepstick, it's hard to say. Vexar using his axes to try and kill the creeps to stop their push before he can even get to the tower. But he's not going to be successful in that regard, because the tower's taking some moderately heavy fire. Kunkka's hiding in the wings. He might Lothar's into a slash. Nevermore blinks in ults. Centaur blinks in. We have a blink, or just a blink ult from the Tide. That's 3 blinks. Drow's at very low health. Kunkka's fine. Witch Doctor's fairly high health. Rexar's at medium health. I'm going to turn health first. Centaur blinks in to stun Rexar, who goes down. Centaur's running away. Witch Doctor still has his ward on. Nevermore blinks all the way in here to kill the Drow. And I gotta say that Scourge is probably going to take a tower after this many hero kills. Tide is at low health, but Witch Doctor's ward's just really... Witch Doctor's healing ward gives a push great staying power. Sentinel, I think, was even maybe trying to kill this tower before this one. They forgot that their push is on this tower. They're trying to collect $200 by skipping Go, or some Monopoly reference. But no, you cannot skip Go. You get your $200 there, and then you get your $200 here. I just realized the $200 Monopoly reference is perfect, because that's how much towers give you. I'm like some sort of genius, except Nevermore does a torrent. But just a torrent. Venge might try and swap in and sacrifice herself so they can kill whoever she swaps. Perhaps. Centaur blinks in. She has a swap, but she gets stunned, and she's going down. She's taking damage from the Nevermore. Venomancer going ult any second now. Venomancer, ult. Venomancer pops her ult. Tidehunter's going down. Tidehunter very much damage. Windrunner's in the back, taking hit the tower. Centaur's at medium health, he's a lot of health. Tidehunter's still alive. I thought he'd be dead ages ago. They're running away. Tidehunter's going to die, but his team's getting away. Except the Nevermore, who is in a lot of trouble. He's low health. Not fail, but Shackle Shot misses. And Rexar blinks in. Nevermore, blink. Do you have your blink? It's got to be close. Nevermore, please blink. Yes, blink, and he's out of there. And Centaur's TPing out of there, and and even Windrunner is teleporting out, and that was a narrow escape for the Scourge, although they absolutely dominated that fight. Sentinel almost managed to pick up some return kills, however they missed them, and their tower did go down. Windrunner was focusing down their tower, and I need to pause, break this up in another piece, one moment.